Welcome to On This Day, where we look back at the moments that made history one day at a time. From major world events to the weird and unexpected, every date has a story. So, what happened on 31st of July? Let's find out. July 31st might not be a holiday or a headline grabber, but history tells a different story. It's a day full of major shifts, from empires and revolutions to space exploration and pop culture milestones. If you think the end of July is quiet, think again. Let's rewind to 762 when the city of Baghdad was officially founded. This carefully planned city would grow into a vibrant hub of science, culture, and learning during the Islamic Golden Age. Fast forward to 1498, when Christopher Columbus first spotted the island of Trinidad during his third voyage to the New World. That moment added another chapter to the ongoing tale of European exploration in the Americas. In 1703, English writer Daniel Defoe, yes, the guy who wrote Robinson Crusoe, was placed in a public pillory for writing a satirical pamphlet. But instead of being pelted with rotten food, the crowd cheered him and threw flowers. A rare win for free speech. The American Revolution saw a key addition on this day in 1777, when 19-year-old French aristocrat Marquis de Lafayette was officially commissioned as a major general in the Continental Army. He'd go on to become a hero in both the US and France. By 1836, Paris was showing off its architectural pride with the completion of the Arc de Triomphe, a towering tribute to French soldiers and one of the most iconic monuments in Europe. Jumping to 1858, the United States signed a trade agreement with Japan that helped open up the isolated island nation to Western commerce and influence. It marked a turning point in Japan's transition into the modern world. Then in 1890, the world lost one of its most brilliant yet tormented artists. Vincent van Gogh passed away 2 days after shooting himself. His fame would explode posthumously, making him one of the most celebrated painters in history. In 1930, a mysterious radio voice whispered into homes across America with the debut of The Shadow. It was one of the first great radio dramas and helped launch the golden age of audio storytelling. In 1941, a chilling decision was made when Nazi leader Hermann Göring authorized plans for what would become the final solution, a moment that set in motion one of history's darkest chapters. A more uplifting event came in 1964, when NASA's Ranger 7 spacecraft took the first close-up photos of the moon's surface, sending back thousands of images and helping pave the way for the Apollo missions. And speaking of the moon, in 1971, Apollo 15 astronauts took a joyride across the lunar surface in the first ever moon rover. It might not have been the smoothest ride, but it was definitely one for the history books. Love discovering what happened on this day in history? Hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. In 1975, Teamsters president Jimmy Hoffa disappeared from a Detroit parking lot, never to be seen again. His vanishing act became one of America's most enduring mysteries. The next year, in 1976, the world's first truly public incident involving the deadly Ebola virus began to unfold in what was then Zaire. It sparked international concern about viral outbreaks that continues to this day. In 1991, the US and the Soviet Union signed the Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty, START-Wester, which led to major cuts in nuclear arsenals and helped diffuse Cold War tensions. In 2006, Fidel Castro temporarily handed over power in Cuba due to illness, ending nearly 5 decades of one-man rule and signaling the beginning of a new political era on the island. And finally, in 2012, Michael Phelps became the most decorated Olympian of all time, winning his 19th Olympic medal during the London Games, a record that reminded the world what human potential looks like in a pool. That's what happened on 31st of July throughout history. Made it this far? Drop your favorite historical fact in the comments. Learned something new? Hit subscribe and come back tomorrow. You never know what the past has in store.